Joseph Duarte, Houston Chronicle. Fabian, Jamal, just kind of take us through just the offensive struggles tonight and just not being able to get going, getting into a rhythm.
We just missing wide open shots, really. Missing layups, missing free throws is just a struggle we've been having all year. It just bit us at the end, though.
Down here in the front.
Kelvin, that slow walk up the stairs kind of tells it, but can you put in words what happened out there tonight? And you guys fought so hard but came up short.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Jay and Villanova. I think they represent college athletics at highest level the right way. We've got a really good team. But if you'd have told me before the game that we're going to hold them to 28% from the field, they're going to shoot 23% from the three-point line, and we lose, I wouldn't have believed you. Our kids guarded. Man, did we guard. I mean, our defense was spot on. It's not easy to hold a team with that kind of, Gillespie and Moore, Saunders, everybody in our lineup can make a basket. But, we held them to 50 points. But, we had a lot of opportunities. They didn't go in. That happens. I'm disappointed we lost. We felt like this was a game we could win. Not should win, could win. You got to go earn it. But, we got down early, then we fought back. It's just, I think we had it to 4, and we had a breakaway, and Tajay missed one right there in the paint. The shots, most of the shots he missed tonight were the same ones he made against Illinois. But that's the way it goes. I'm sure Jay's kids felt like they missed some shots that they could have made. But I don't coach Villanova. I coach our kids. So disappointed we lost, but I'm not disappointed in anything else. This team taught me a lot this year. I learned a lot from them. I'm sure I learned a lot more from them than they did me. How to overcome adversity, how to get up when you get knocked down. This team won a conference championship, tournament championship, went to the Elite Eight. It sounds good right now, but because we're hurting, it's hard to celebrate that. But time will pass, and these kids will look back. Teams that cry care. There's a lot of tears in that locker room, coaches and players. But this team's been through a lot this year. I knew it was going to take a good team to beat us, and a good team did. It's a good team with. I thought that was 2 great cultures out there tonight. Villanova's really good at what they do. We're really good at what we do. But somebody's going to walk away, go to New Orleans, another team's going to call it a season. But I just thanked our players for allowing me to be their coach, taking me on this ride with them. This was a unbelievable season with so many exits off the highway, but we always found a way to get back on the highway, and that's something I'll remember this team. Career's over, you look back. I'll always remember this team, and I always appreciate them.
Dan here on the right.
Dan Wolkin, USA Today. This is for Jamal. You did such a great job on right here. You did such a great job guarding Gillespie tonight. What was the approach to try to take him out of the game a little bit, or at least take him out of their offense?
He's a really good player. You just try as hard as you can to stop him from what he's good at. He has a post game. He's a really good shooter, and I tried to stop him from both of those. And just tried to do all I can to help us win.
Here in the middle, Adam.
Adam Winkler with ABC 13 out of Houston for Jamal and Fabian. Coach kind of talked about it. Teams that care, they cry. You guys were part of a celebration to go to the Final Four last year. What was it like just now, and knowing what it tastes like to get there? What are the feelings inside that locker room?
With all the adversity we faced this year, we just got closer and closer, and we just wanted to win that so bad, just so we can keep playing together. It wasn't really for the win, it was just so we wouldn't have to stop playing together. These guys mean so much to me, and they really changed my life.
Here in the front.
James Mueller, the Cougar. Kelvin, you knew this day would come when it would be your last time to coach Fabian. Can you just reflect on what he's meant to this program, just all he's done?
Yeah, well, to borrow Fabian's phrase, he came in here as a boy and he left a man. I think that's part of a coach's responsibility. Kids have to let you coach them too. Usually freshmen have a lot more answers than they do questions. But as they get older, they realize that they get smarter as they get older, and Fabian did. He went from a shy, introverted freshman that was 6'6", 196. That's exactly what he weighed when he got to campus in June of his freshman year. 6'6", 196. He's leaving right at 6'8", and he weighs almost 240. But his growth was not in his height or his weight. His growth was emotionally, mentally. He's got his degree. He's graduated. He's ready to go to the next step. In an era where a lot of kids take the easy way out and run to another school, Fabian stayed. I think there's something to be said about those kind of kids, that we need more role models like Fabian that loved his school. He loved his program and he loved his city. And his school and his program and his city loved him back. And they always will.
Here in the center.
Kelvin, there was a moment in the second half when you guys were able to cut 11 down to 2, and Moore was really carrying you guys.
Yeah.
The crowd was really good. Did you feel that there was a shot that you guys could find a way? I mean, obviously you were playing, but it seemed like there was a moment when the game could have turned.
Well, it was turning. That's why it was down 2. We had it turned. We kept getting stops. We kept stops. We just weren't scoring at the other end. And sometimes that happens. We've won a lot of games over the years, not because of what we did, it was because of what the other team did not do. Jamal, we went 1 for 20 from the 3. 1 for 20. We're down 2, and we're 1 for 20 from the 3 for the night. We're not going to win a free throw battle with them. We're not going to win a free throw battle with most teams. This was not a great free throw shooting team. Some nights we did, but not being able to make the free throws. But Kyler missed 2 in a row. It didn't matter because we got the offensive rebound. We scored on that possession. You don't get on kids for missing shots. That's ridiculous. Nobody's trying to miss, especially ones that are open. What I got on our kids about at halftime was the lack of offensive rebounding. I thought Villanova was the aggressor in the first half, the way they blocked out. Now, the second half, we got home. We got home on the boards. I think we wound up with 15 offensive rebounds, but my God, we missed 40 shots, But Villanova's tough. They're really, really well coached. They got good players. They're smart. But our kids are the same way. Look how many times that they shot fake, and we stayed home. We stayed down. We didn't ball watch. We knew that Gillespie was going to back down, but he wasn't going to try to score, so we didn't go double him. We let but Jamal never went for shot fakes. We had some tough calls, especially Josh. That's going to happen too, but it was right there. We needed a big shot. In a lot of close games this year, somebody stepped up. I remember telling them in the huddle, I think it was a 4-point game there. Went from 4 to 2, back to 6 to 4. And we kept getting stops that somebody's going to make a big shot. but we didn't. But, credit Villanova. In a year where I don't think there's any great teams in college basketball, Villanova's got as good a chance as anybody.
Here in the center, Jeff.
Jeff Borzello, ESPN. This is for Fabian. The first 3 games of the tournament, you guys kind of landed the first punch on every single team for the first 5-10 minutes. Villanova came out today, and as Coach mentioned, they were the aggressor. Did anything, catch you guys off guard? And then how difficult was it to kind of at least adjust as opposed to forcing a team to adjust to you?
No, we just didn't come out aggressive like Coach said. It wasn't really nothing that shocked us. We just had to get buckle down really on defense. So they scored their first 2 points pretty easily. But after that, I feel like the game was pretty much neck and neck. Just again, wasn't making any shots really. And I guess they was making their free throws too. They was like 14 for 14, that's 15 for 15. So that's the game right there.
Last question down here in the front.
Coach Sampson, can you talk about Tajay's game and also the season that he had? He talks about how you helped him grow as a man, and just different things to have the impact that he had among the team this season.
Yeah, Tajay was 6 for 21. I don't think he took a bad shot all night. He just didn't finish around the basket. We had some matchups we liked, and so we went at him because they switched. We went to Josh early, and that well was dry, so we tried to find another one, and we found it. Tajay was getting good shots, especially in the paint, transition. He just couldn't finish. But this team was about team. Tajay was a big part of our team, but just all of our guys were. This time last year, he was a kid that had 5 leg surgeries and played at Cal State Bakersfield. And he was a godsend in a lot of ways because, our first 12 games of the year, clearly our best player was Marcus Sasser. Clearly. He was averaging 18 points a game, made 46 threes. He was shooting 46% from the 3. Our best defender led us in steals. He was, and then Tajay became part of that. He became a good defender. Jamal, Kyler. But I don't know where we would be without Kyler and Tajay and Josh. Those 3 transfer kids came in and buoyed us when we needed help. Jamal's growth, Fabian's leadership. This team was a very together team, very disciplined team. It's a blessing as a coach when you don't have to worry about attitude and effort. You can coach basketball every day. We're in the arena fighting. I mean, unless you're in there, it's just hard to describe, I guess. But just really proud of this team, everything they accomplished. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, those kids will come back with their families and they'll show those kids those banners. They'll show their kids those banners on the wall, and they'll remember this with fondness and pride. And I want to give a shout out to our fans from Houston. People say it's like a home court. No, it's not. We're 200 miles away. We played Syracuse and Albany, New York one time. We were a 1 seed. They were a 5 seed. They were 75 miles from their campus. Now, that was a home game for Syracuse. This was not a home game. Our fan base had to make a big effort to get here. And I can't tell you how our fans today, I think, mirror the growth of our program. When we first got to Houston, we couldn't get anybody to come to our games. Students, anybody. But now look at us today. Our fans were awesome. Can't tell you how proud I am of and thankful we are that we have a fan base. So my message to our program and to our fans, people that support us, is that thank you. Our kids poured their hearts out, and we're not going anywhere. We'll be back.